where the first World Cup was held in Belgrade in Yugoslavia. John Taylor now reports.
Well, the magnificent Pioneer Sports Hall in Belgrade, the setting for this first World Cup. And the competition, as with all big championships, started with an overall championship where the girls had to compete on all four pieces of apparatus: the hoop, the clubs, the ribbon and ball. And that was won by this girl, Lilia Ignatova, from Bulgaria. And she's now going for the individual hoop apparatus title as well. A tremendous breakthrough in this competition for Ignatova. She's lived in the shadow a little of her teammate, Anilia Ralenkova, but this time overtaking her and the top Russians to take the overall title. This sport, of course, for women only. It's a combination of ballet and gymnastics and really needs great precision. And a lot of ingenuity, great thought going into the work that they do with each piece of apparatus. And of course, each piece of apparatus has very, very different qualities. Ignatova, very precise and very, very graceful. That, absolutely beautiful, and I'm sure that gives her her second gold medal of this World Cup. Yes, and she scored 9.85, and that did indeed give her the gold medal. Now Anilia Ralenkova, the reigning world champion, very disappointed at having finished in only third position in this competition, but now a chance to boost her confidence with a gold medal in the ball competition, she hopes. One thing she's not allowed to do are somersaults and tumbles, as in Olympic gymnastics, but she can roll. And of course, she must cover the whole of the floor area. You'll have noticed there were two floors. In fact, the girls have a choice of using either a lacquered floor or a carpeted floor. And so far, both of these going for the extra grip of the carpeted floor. Marvelous grace from Anilia Ralenkova. And a very knowledgeable audience here in Yugoslavia. Here we get a chance to see just how precise she must be, as well as showing all the grace of a ballerina. And there must be a balance. It's no good because you're right-handed doing everything with the right hand. You've got to bring the left hand in and show that you can catch and give with that too. And 9.9, some compensation for her because that gives her the ball gold medal. Somebody glad it's all over. And Ralenkova, again, in with a very good chance of a second apparatus gold medal. With very different, the clubs demanding very different skills. Perhaps the easiest apparatus in MRG, modern rhythmic gymnastics, to make mistakes with. She must keep those clubs twirling, moving all the time. Even when she throws one of them, she must attempt to do something with the other one. There, that lovely little flip up using her body as the lever. Needs tremendous accuracy with the height that she gets on those throws. And very often will throw one club much higher than the other to change the catching. Well, no faults there. Almost perfect. The only reason they can take marks away from that is on the content. Beautifully done by Ralenkova. Right on form in this second part of the competition. Here a chance to see the way that she uses the floor. Must cover the whole of that 12-meter area. Although from this high shot we can't see the clubs. No mistakes there. And a tremendous 9.95, a second gold medal for Ralenkova. Now the turn of Dalia Kutkaita to try and win some glory for the Soviet Union. There's always been tremendous rivalry between Russia and Bulgaria, and at the moment the Bulgarians hold the upper hand. This, the last piece of apparatus, the ribbon. Again, she must keep that ribbon twirling. There's a stick with which she holds it, but she must include throws with it, and that's particularly difficult because the ribbon, of course, slows it down and makes the timing very different to, for instance, club throwing. Kutkaita, the joint European champion at the moment, and with a World Championships later this year in Strasbourg, be very anxious to score a psychological advantage over her opponents by showing that she's still improving. Now the top Russian, but and a beautiful exercise from her. One of the most graceful gymnasts in this very graceful sport. Again, she mustn't tread outside that area, and on her throws, she must be completing other movements herself. But she did that one absolutely beautifully, and there's the reward, 9.95 for Kutkaita. That gives her the gold medal on the ribbon. There's always a team championship 6 girls, and they have to work in harmony. The Russian team who lost the World Championship in 1981 to the Bulgarians, but won the European Championship in 1982. And of all the events in MRG, probably the most intense rivalry between the two countries in this team event. They, as you can see, have chosen to use the lacquered floor. Most of the girls go for the carpeted floor for the extra grip, but there with the sliding elements that they bring into the team competition, the lacquered floor much more suitable. Well, as an individual sport, this modern rhythmic really does demand absolute precision to go with the balletic elements. But here in the team competition, as you can see, it's absolutely imperative that everybody gets it completely right all the time. One mistake by one of them will throw the whole group out. The Russians even choose these girls for similarity of height and build, because that all helps the artistic impression. And the marking in the team event, there's 2 scores, one for content and one for execution. It might seem just like dance, but the judge is looking for any slight falter, any lack of precision in catching or throwing. They're magnificent, those blind throws, and yet the balls all seem to go to exactly the same height. And there again, very difficult combination moves. And this very knowledgeable Yugoslav crowd really rising to this performance. And there the Russian choreographer, he's very excited by it. Going to congratulate the Russian coach. He's certain that's the gold medal for Russia. And the crowd too, realizing that they've just seen something that really is extra special. Congratulations all around. Great excitement, as with those World Championships. And there's why, for they've got a perfect 10 mark. That's the execution mark, and there's 9.95 for the content. Well, as I was about to say, with those World Championships coming up, a huge morale booster for the Russians. And that really is a magnificent finale to a great competition. MRG, one of the fastest growing sports in the world, and performances like that, I'm sure, will have won many new devotees.
It's modern.